Well, we had an exciting and very busy weekend in Hawkeye sports.
That's right, Taylor. This week started off with a heartbreaking loss for the men's basketball team against number 25 ranked Maryland. Hopefully, with their bye weekend, they are ready to take on the University of Illinois in Champaign tomorrow.
Next, number 3 Iowa wrestling took on number 2 Penn State Friday night and suffered a tough loss. But there were a few matches that stood out as very promising to Hawks fans. Taylor Van Fleet has more on one of those Hawkeye wrestlers in particular.
Standout match from Friday night's meet was against Iowa's number 3 ranked Brandon Swarenson and Penn State's number 1 ranked Zane Rutherford.
It was the longest match of the evening and one of the most anticipated. Swarenson came into Friday night's meet with a 17-1 overall record, and his opponent, Zane Rutherford, entered the match with a perfect 12-0 record. Swarenson forced the match into 2 tiebreakers against number 1 ranked Rutherford and had Carver rocking throughout the entire match.
Swarenson, he showed he can escape. He showed he can take Zane Rutherford down. He's not about moral victories. I saw him up there at the break, and I liked what I saw.
Swarenson kept up with Rutherford the entire match and did a good job of scoring when he needed to do so to force the tiebreakers, but unfortunately was unable to come out on top of this heated battle. He fell to Rutherford 9-8 in the final seconds of the match.
We're moving forward the right way, the way that I like to see. But he did show some things that if you are looking for progress, there's some progress there.
And Coach Brand said that although Swarenson was unable to come out with the moral victory, he was impressed with what he saw and he liked the fact that he was moving with a sense of direction for the entire match. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Taylor Van Fleet, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Sorensen and the Hawks look to bounce back from this loss this Friday night when they take on 4th-ranked Ohio State here at home.
The men's tennis team was able to get some victories for Iowa, going 2-0 this weekend, beating Western Michigan 5-2 and winning over Creighton 7-0. Jacob Senstad has more on the opening doubleheader.
The Iowa Hawkeyes played 2 key non-conference matches today against Western Michigan and Creighton. Western Michigan came in 2-0 in non-conference play, and the Hawkeyes beat them 5-2. Then they hosted Creighton, who they've beaten 7 times in a row. After beating them 7-0 for the second year in a row, the Hawkeyes are now 8-0 against the Blue Jays. I had a chance to meet with 2 of the players and Coach Wilson.
Big thing when we're playing doubleheaders is to make sure we stay focused throughout the whole day, and I thought we did that really well. We didn't get down in any of the sets. We stayed even, and then we were able to extend leads and win pretty handily, so it was a good night for us.
I have to make sure I play smart. This is the first match of the year. There's a lot of tension, like nerves. Got to make sure you play through them. I started off down, but I kept my head straight, and I got back, and I ended up winning.
Juniors Josh Silverstein and Lefteris Theodorou recorded 2 doubles wins in the season opener after just 2 months ago losing in the semifinals of the Big Ten Indoor Championships, which has given them a little bit of a chip on their shoulder.
Lefty and I, we have a history of playing together, so we're pretty comfortable as a team. And I thought that we came out playing really strong, and we kept that going throughout the day.
Reporting from the University of Iowa tennis facility, I'm Jacob Senstead, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The Hawkeyes' next match is January 28th at Texas Tech.
This past Sunday, the men's gymnastics team took on the University of Illinois at Chicago in their season home opener. I have more on their victory. After coming off a 5th-place finish at the UIC Invitational, the Hawkeyes were ready for redemption as they hosted UIC yet again in their one-on-one meet this past Sunday. The Hawkeyes found much success both individually and as a team. Their 404.1 victory over UIC's 374.3 was a great home opener win. Dylan Ellsworth scored a season best on all-around to take home the title, also receiving titles individually on parallel bars, rings, and vault.
I'm mostly happy with, I don't know, as an all-around I did pretty well. I haven't been doing all-around my career here yet, and so I think this is like the best all-around experience I've had.
Austin Hodges also racked up a few titles for himself, taking home the high bar title with a season best of 13.85 and his second title of the night on pommel horse, scoring another season high with a 14.0. Strong performances from both Ellsworth and Hodges propelled the team to take the win.
Really good job of, if we faltered, continuing to get that momentum going, and it was a lot of fun. They had a good time tonight, which I really want them to do.
Top-notch performances were also given by Corey Patterson and second-place all-around finisher Andrew Botto. Coach JD and the rest of the team were pleased to say the least with the results of the meet. Reporting from inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Taylor Cassian, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
The Hawkeye gymnasts look to expand on their victories of this weekend, looking ahead as they travel to the University of California, Berkeley on February 6th.
The men's and women's swimming and diving team also had a very successful weekend while celebrating their seniors on Senior Day.
Yeah, Taylor, the women clinched their win during the 400 freestyle, beating Northwestern 156 to 144, while the men downed the Wildcats 166 to 134.
The Hawkeyes will be back in action on February 3rd when they take on Western Illinois at home.
Tomorrow we will have updates from the wrestling team and how they are planning to come back from the hard loss against Penn State from Friday and how they are preparing for Ohio State.
Becca, back to you at the desk.